Hey guys, so I am back with another video on my channel, and I kind of figured I would do my drugstore makeup starter kit for beginners. But instead of showing you guys different products, I kind of figured I just kind of share with you guys the best brands in terms of like foundation, eyeshadows, lip products, blushes, things like that. So if you guys want to see what these brands are, then of course just keep watching. So starting off, I guess we'll do like eyes first. So my brand preference when it comes to eyeshadows would have to be Milani, because their eyeshadows are amazing. They are pigmented, they blend out like a dream, the consistency is amazing. You guys know they have their single shadows like this, and they also have the eyeshadow palettes. I don't have the palette personally, but from the videos that I've seen, they are so gorgeous, and that warm eyeshadow palette is like speaking to me. But the pigmentation look really good on those palettes, but I'm just speaking in terms of the single shadows. It is amazing, and again, the consistency is just the best thus far in the drugstore. Now I will say the drugstore is getting better in terms of like eyeshadow palettes and single shadows, but to me right now Milani is definitely spearheading the game in that department, so that's why I chose Milani. And moving on to eyebrows, now with this one I had to kind of be a little bit like picky, because I personally had to choose one that I like in terms of like preference for me. However, I do have a brand preference as well for you guys. Now for Saida, I prefer pomades. I was using pencils before, but I've come to terms that I like to use a pomade. So for me, my option was NYX is their Tame and Frame tinted brow pomade, but again, I like pomades. I have tried pencils. So with that being said, in terms of a brand I would choose, it would have to be L'Oreal, only because I feel like their brow stylist definer is the closest thing to the ABH, brow pencil, and it is so pigmented, and I just love the point on this pencil. It can definitely, get the hairs in your eyebrows. And besides this one, I do have other options as well in the drugstore, but I think L'Oreal will be your personal preference for brow options. And then moving on, we have mascaras, and the brand that I chose was Maybelline. I think Maybelline have the best drugstore options for mascaras, whether you want volume, whether you want length, whether you want just whatever you want. They definitely have a mascara to cater to you. These are the two that I have here with me, the falsies. And then you guys know the Great Lash was like a cult favorite like way back in the day, but I definitely think Maybelline have the best option for mascaras. So if you are a beginner and you want to get some mascaras, definitely check out the Maybelline brand for your options. And then moving on to lashes, the brand that I chose for lashes is Ardell. I just love Ardell lashes. I love the wispies, the double up. I just love their lashes overall. They're so inexpensive. The quality is amazing. You can probably get maybe 5 wears out of them if you take care of your lashes really well. And I just think they're voluminous, they're full, they don't look cheap, they don't look fake, they look really natural, and it's just a great brand for fake lashes. So definitely check out Ardell. You can also get Ardell at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, but it's also in the drugstore also. So love Ardell. And then moving on to face, the brand that I would pick for face primers would have to be e.l.f. Only because e.l.f. have, first of all, this packaging is amazing, and they have a primer for every skin type as well. I have the one that's for hydrating because I have dry skin, but if you have oily skin, just whatever your skin needs are, they have pretty much one for everybody. And I just think having the pump is amazing because you can because you can control how much product you want to, get versus wasting all of your primer, and the packaging is luxurious as well. So definitely check out e.l.f. for your face primers. And then moving on to foundation, the brand that I chose for foundation is Maybelline. Oh my god, you guys, Maybelline is just killing it with the foundations. Like, this Dream Liquid Mousse is bomb.com, but my holy girl status is the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth. But I just think, to me, they are the brand to choose because they have a foundation for every skin tone, and they have a foundation for every skin type as well. So I kind of feel like if you are a woman of color, or just, overall in general, there is a foundation for you if you was to go to their brand. And if you have oily skin, dry skin, combination skin, normal skin, there is a foundation for you. And I just think overall their consistency with their foundations is amazing. I have their Dewy and Smooth, I have their Stick Foundation, I have their Cushion Foundation, and all of them work amazing, and they are just bomb.com. So definitely check out Maybelline for your foundation preference from the drugstore. Next we have powder. For my powder preference, I just chose Maybelline. Now to be honest, you guys, I have dry skin, so to me powders aren't like a deal breaker because I have dry skin. Now I know if you have oily skin, powders, you know, really do mean something to you because you have to control your oils. But I did choose Maybelline because, again, I just think overall when it comes to like face products, they are just killing it. So I chose Maybelline as your powder option. All right, you guys, moving on to concealers. Again, I chose Maybelline. Y'all, like, I'm not trying to be biased, but they're just doing the damn thing right now. Like, they really are. But their concealers are amazing. I love the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I just think the packaging is amazing. I just think the consistency is awesome. It's not too thick, it's not too heavy, it's not runny, it's not liquidy. Even the Better Than Skin is really good as well. They have concealers if you want full coverage, if you want little to no coverage. There's a concealer, you know, shade for everybody. Like, it's just amazing, and the consistency is just great across the board with all of their concealers. So I had to choose Maybelline again for the win. And moving on to blushes, I chose Wet n Wild as my blush option only because Wet n Wild blushes are pigmented, they are super inexpensive, there is a color for every skin tone, and I just think, why would I pay $10 for a L'Oreal blush when I can just get a Wet n Wild blush for like $2.99 and still get the same color payoff and get a lot of product as well. So for me, I've always stick to Wet n Wild as my blush choice from the drugstore, besides like Profusion, but that's like from TJ Maxx or whatever. But definitely Wet n Wild has always been like my go-to blush option from the drugstore, so love them. And then for contouring, I had to be a little bit biased because I am a woman of color, and drugstore brands doesn't have the best options and shades for women of color. They're too gray, they're not dark enough, it's just a hot mess. So I had to choose a brand that was strictly for women of color, which is Black Radiance, and I chose their pressed powder in Mahogany because it is so pigmented and it definitely shows up against my skin. It is inexpensive and it works amazing, and if you are a woman of color, I think you would like it as a contour shade. Again, it's called Rich Mahogany and it's their pressed powder. Now if you are not a woman of color and you are lighter than me, then of course I will probably have to choose Maybelline as the option for you to check out as far as your contour shades. So yeah. Moving on to highlighters, the winner for this was definitely an easy one. It is Wet n Wild. Their highlighter game has definitely stepped way up. Like, I know when they used to have the highlighters that was in the like the chunkier packaging, like those were amazing, and then they came out with the actual like color wheel, that was amazing. Then they came out with the Mega Glow highlighting powders, which look like this. It also has some new colors as well that they just launched. I have to get my hands on 2 of those shades, but I do have the one called Crown of My Canopy. But you guys, these are so pigmented, they are not chunky, they're not glittery, they are gorgeous on the skin. Like, when I say like popping highlighter, these are popping, and they are super inexpensive, and they also have a shade for every skin tone. So I think, to me, that's what makes a brand a winner as far as like my product choices, because if you have a shade for everybody, that makes you a winner in my eyes. So with them launching their new like shades, there's something for everybody. And even with the last 2 that came out, like this one and the other one, again, there was one for everybody. So definitely Wet n Wild is my go-to choice for highlighter options. And then for lip products, I had to choose Milani for the win. Their lipsticks are so freaking creamy and pigmented. They smell amazing. They have so many color choices. Even their lip creams, these are amazing as well. The metallics are not glittery and like gritty on the lips. It's just a nice formula. And then the lip gloss is just popping, and the packaging is luxurious and amazing. So Milani was the win for my lip options because the consistency across the board is just, you can't deny it. So love them for that. And then for like a loose setting powder or setting powder, I chose Airspun because this product reminds me of the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. So I had to choose Airspun for the win for this one. I love this to set under my eyes, and I just think it's amazing. It does not leave that stupid white cast or white shadow under my eyes because I hate that. So this is just awesome, and it's lightweight, and I just think you guys need to check it out. So yeah, you guys, that's pretty much all of my products. If I'm forgetting something, I apologize, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I've made it very simplified and easy for you if you are a beginner with makeup, as far as which brands to go to for different things. One more thing, as far as brushes go, I had to choose 2 brands because I couldn't really pick one, but I did choose e.l.f. and Real Technique for my brush options because they're both amazing. They work really well and they're affordable. Of course, e.l.f. is definitely cheaper than Real Technique, but I do think both are amazing. I pretty much just use e.l.f. and Real Technique as far as like my brush collections. That's what you would pretty much find back there, is just these 2 brands. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos from me, let me know what videos you want to see in my comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoy, and please subscribe. Bye guys.